Yo, what's going on, guys? It's the Up All Night Show, and we're keeping this crazy train going. And I actually picked somebody up on the way. It's my homie Hugo. He came. Yo, Hugo came through. And he said he needed a lift, so he said, "Hey, I'm on my way to work. Can you drop me off halfway?" And I said, "All right, as long as you're willing to be part of the Up All Night Show." And he said, "Hell yeah." And so we got this shit going. He said he can't drink with me because he has to be at work, but you have to relate and understand, and it's cool. I totally do. How you doing, Hugo? Talk to me, dude.
Everything's good, man. Looks a lot better than I thought, so everything's great. I thought I was going to be serving around traffic.
And you're not, which sucks because you said I got a good 40 minutes, and all of a sudden he's like, no, it might be 20. So at least I have him for 20 minutes. It's Hugo is somebody I actually been wanting to bring on the show and talk some shit with because he's a local and he's somebody I think would have a similar taste and agreement. We can have good conversations, and he seems pretty open minded. Some of the it's funny how when we refer to our friends, it's like, yeah, on Facebook this dude has this and this and this, but it's like that's what we're brought to at this point. It's like that's how we know each other now. It sucks, but I want to know friends on another level like we used to. And I think you have similar tastes, and I admire that. I think that's cool.
I agree with that.
Yeah, dude, what's going on with you, dude? What do you have going these days?
Man, nowadays, just because of the holidays, it's mainly working home. Other than that, try to make it to as many concerts as I can, but man, especially because most of the good ones are on Thursdays, I really can't make it too much. I got to be back to work the next day. And I try to make it as many as possible. I went to the Toys for Tots drowning pool the other day.
You were there? I was there too, dude. With drowning pool.
I don't remember most of that. I just mainly remember going in and coming right out to go eat a coffee cycle across the street for a while. After that, everything's like a pause, man. Just drink a little bit too much of that night just because I could.
Dude, we got a party. You drink? You like to party? What? Hugo likes to party. You gotta come party up on the Up All Night Show, dude. But dude, I was at that show too, dude, and I got fucked up. But I don't, dude. You really, you should. I wish I would have known. I would have said, hey, come party with us, cause we're up there partying on the balcony with Santa and shit. He was over there giving us a lecture about all kinds of shit. How he used to own this one bar, and it was fucking awesome, dude. And like he hated us at first, cause I was like Santa, and I kept giving him the metal horns and shit, and I kept yelling at him in between shows, but eventually he came up and started talking to me. I was like, dude, I didn't mean to piss you off and shit, but hey, you're hearing a metal show, quit acting like a dick. And he's like, you're right. We broke it down, started talking, and he's talking to me about what he does. But god damn it, if I would have known you were there, it would have been, dude, we would have partied. You would have been part of the gang. We would have added you to the gang.
We still got to do it one of these days, man. Just work's hectic.
Work
we got to plan something out for one of these days, though.
Find a good show of a good band, and I'm down, brother. Because we've been lately, dude. I've been like 4 in the past 2 months, just because I needed to see some shows. I've been out of town. I've been away.
I feel you on that. I had to go out of town a lot this past year too. Ohio, Pennsylvania, Florida. I don't even remember a couple of others, but just too much.
Yeah, dude, being out of town reminds you how much you love your own town.
Oh yeah.
And you should love your own town, man, cause that's what we got.
Right on the bridge.
Dude, yeah, drive slow.
Oh yeah.
Drive slow out there. Hugo's out there driving on. Hugo's one of the. Yeah, dude. I don't mean to distract you, dude.
No, you're good.
At any time you feel like you can't, just be like, dude, I gotta go, and you can just hang up. I'd be like, I wouldn't take it any type of offense. I'd be like, hey, if anything, guys like Hugo are the backbone guys who work in this town. They work in the morning, make this shit run, you know? Not very many people are willing to go out there and do that type of shit. Shouts out to you, Hugo, like being willing to like put yourself out there like that. And on top of that, just be willing to work this early. You know, even call in. He's a lot of people avoid my like oh shit this dude's up. Not very many people like talking
The
to
way
me.
the way I see it, we gotta do as much as we can while we can. If we don't try, that ain't living. That's just surviving.
See,
Gotta get out and do something.
that's why not very many people are like you. And I like your style, dude. And that's how most people should be. And it's cool hearing. That's why I reached out to you because I'm like, dude, and Hugo's always open minded. Anytime he sees like an outrageous comment I post, he's always like, dude, I like this shit. And I'm like, I like that because not very many people are willing to put themselves out there and say, hey, I like that too. I think that way too. Because a lot of people are dummies. And I look through Facebook and I'm like, most of you guys are dummies. And most of you guys, like, there's a difference in like, you can street smart and you can be like, hey, smart, and I think this is the way society should be, and I'm being that way. But in fact, you should be always street smart. Be human smart, and just be aware of that we need each other. And it's not. I don't know.
Man, that's deep right there. Because the way I see it too is a lot of people are just afraid to be who they want to be. You know, they're too worried about what the other person is going to think and what the other person does to do what they want to do. And that's to me, I think to a level it's actually kind of sad that people don't want to do what they actually want to do, if that makes sense to you.
Absolutely, dude. Are you kidding? You're preaching to the choir, brother. I'm here with you. I totally agree. And if anything, like I said, I reached out to you because I recognize you. You think that way, dude. We should hang out and just. I mean, you know what? I think one thing we have in common, we both enjoy, is music. And speaking of music, dude, any bands you heard of recently that? Actually, I'll start first because I went to this concert recently, and dude, I think you have a similar taste in music that I've noticed. I admire your taste in music, but a couple bands you have to check out. Sorry, I'm
I
hitting.
think the most recent band that I guess I should never heard of before, I'm surprised I've never heard of them, was El Nino. I just heard one of their
Oh
songs the
shit,
other
I
day. I was
have
like,
two of
how
their
the hell
albums,
have I not heard of them?
brother. I have two of
I
their
think
albums. I'm willing to show you. Are you
I
kidding?
couldn't make that out, man. You just kind of.
Dude, oh, I said I have two of their albums, and whenever you come through, I will copy them for you. And dude, being a huge fan of Slipknot and all, and Mudvayne,
Yes, sir.
they have an alternate band, a secondary band. Hell yeah, for Mudvayne, the leads. It's like Mudvayne, it's and
Yeah,
Pantera.
I tried to make it to the New Year's Eve concert that they had here, but I couldn't make it.
Dude, I wish you were there, dude. Dude, we have to communicate about these things because I went to that show and the tree show at Drowning Pool, and we should have both been there, and we should have been like, dude, cheers, brother. Do you see what's going on? I do, dude. Let's headbang. Let's kick somebody. Let's get in this mosh pit type shit, dude. We should have been on that level. And you know what? Eventually, dude, this year, communicate with me. If you hear about a show, text me. Let me know, bro. I will be willing to pay those ridiculous, stupid prices to go see these bands that I admire, especially if it's something I
Oh,
like.
hell.
Excuse the burping.
Well,
I've been.
it's all good, man.
No, go on.
I was going to say, Slipknot tends to come in October, early October, but hell, if you want to catch that.
In October, I might not be in town. Anything
You might not be.
anything before April or April before May, I'd be down because I don't know what I'm doing after May. I might stick around. I might not.
And the one I just saw recently here was Comeback Crash. Sorry, Comeback Crash. I forgot how you pronounce it. They were going to be here with Dope.
Oh, I think I've heard of Dope, but I've never heard of. I heard of Dope, but I've never heard of the other band. Dude, one band I
It's
think.
more like that one's more like an electro type of rock, like electro goth type of thing. But they're pretty cool. They got a lot of songs I like.
I might have to check that out on YouTube. Cause I'm usually up for new music, but let me recommend you some that I went to check out. That Drowning Pool show, they had a 5 billion and counting. They were badass, and that Hell Yeah concert, they had the band called Jive, was really good.
I'll look into that, man. I already pulled over, so I can actually Google this stuff now, man. Give me a second. Let me just scroll up.
Hugo in the house, dude. We're sitting here chilling, dude. Up all night, dude. I've been up. Goddamn, too late. But you know what? I like it. You know, I have nothing else to do. Actually, tomorrow I have the homie Chimichanga. Hopefully, I can get her to come through, put on a little quick show, but I doubt it because she's always on the move. But for now, it's like it's good to have the homie Hugo. He called in. He says, "Hey, I'm down. I'm down to chat with your drunk ass." I was like, "Cool." I didn't tell him I was
Always,
drunk.
always, man.
I didn't tell him I was drunk. Yeah,
I
I'm.
think we already assumed that, man.
I already assumed it. All right, that's good. Yeah, because you know what? I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm very without drinking. I don't like to talk to people much because I overthink things. But as soon as I drink, I'm like, fuck it. We're all people. Let's just talk. Let's just be us. And I have a whole new outlook on life. Drink.
I feel that because anytime I'm in a new crowd, I really don't want to say much. I gotta get a feel of what the people are like before I say anything. Nowadays,
Absolutely.
people get offended too easily. You even say Happy Holidays, and they're like, I don't celebrate Christmas, man. I didn't even say nothing about Christmas. I say Happy Holidays, stuff like that. It's just people purposely get offended too easily.
Yeah, yeah, that's absolutely true. I totally agree with that. Well, let me make sure. Hold on. Let me make sure we're absolutely live. Sometimes,
No problem.
actually, even if we are not, I think it might be on private. It doesn't matter. It's still cool. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, like you were even saying, yeah. Some people don't like certain subjects. I'm about touching any subject, and I think that's where the alcohol comes in, and it helps you just break that barrier of like giving a fuck about like let's just talk about it. We're all human. We're gonna die eventually. Eventually, this subject's not even gonna matter. Let's just be real. Let's be us. And I prefer that. And you seem like that type of person. Like I said, the homie Hugo. You know.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go in studio one of these days, man.
Yeah, dude,
So
come
we
through.
can actually have a.
Yeah, yeah, dude, you should come through and come through on your day off and make sure you have the next day off because we do this shit all night. Hence the name. And yeah, we touch subjects. Sometimes we have musical guests that come in. Sometimes we have guests that have art that they want to show. It doesn't matter what it is. It's like I want artists and people like minded to come in and just speak their mind and shit and just be part of the. Let's have like a little circle of communication where we express each other's ideas. And that's what I want. And you seem similar, like minded. Like you always express your opinion, even if there's some. I notice you even share your opinion with people who don't like they're real uptight and they seem real pretentious. Like they're the shit because so and so. And it's like you still share your opinion and give your point of view and you help out. And it's like I admire that in you because it's like you're still sticking through. And it's like some people are just they don't want to give you like you give them a hey what you give them a little pat in the back or like a hey here's a helping hand and they kind of give you like a shrug like you're no good like a lot of people do that comment wise or even and I see that a lot and it's like but still you're such a fucking genuine guy and you just you're still just you still stay you and you don't let anyone ruin that good in you and I admire that.
And I feel we should all be a little bit like that. We gotta try. Even like you said, even sometimes when we're down and you see somebody else down, sometimes it helps you feel better to bring them up.
Yeah, you're right. We all need that shit. We all need that little one up. And I like I said, I admire that in you that you're willing to see that. You see through that shit. You see through the fact that it's like fuck the fact that this guy's being an asshole or fuck the fact this guy's this or that. It's like we all just need help. I'm gonna help him. I don't care who he is. And you do that and it's always cool to see it in people. And especially you. Shout out to you, like I said. I just always wanted to kind of catch you, and I see you on the chat, and I was like, hey, look, I want to give a shout out to Hugo, but I don't want to chat to him because chatting is it takes shit out of context. I
Yeah.
can I
You
man
don't get the
I'd rather just
you don't get the emotion with it.
yeah, you don't get the
And
you don't get a lot of things other than emotion. You don't get just the whole feel like where they're coming from or where they've got the idea from and shit. You just kind of feel like this guy's just spying on me or this and it's like no, it's like I seen it a little back, I seen it here and there. And it's like sometimes you just like to let your fellow person, your fellow homie, your fellow person you grew up with just know, hey, I see what you're doing and I admire it, you know?
much
Cuz
appreciated.
hey, no, you don't have. I appreciate you. Appreciate it. You don't have to, but I just admire what you do. What you do. Cheers to you, brother. And
Cheers to you, man. I don't got no alcohol with me, but I got an energy drink, so that's good enough, man. Cheers.
no, it's cool, dude. One of these days, dude. We have, like I said, you have a free day. Come through.
And
You have a seat here. We'll talk some shit. You'll hang out.
you got to schedule me for a Saturday, man. Talking to you makes me want to be in there with you, man.
Yeah, dude. It's warm
You know,
as
that's fun
fuck.
too.
I'm watching a movie. I'm drinking a beer. And I got whiskey on deck. I have beer on deck. I have everything on deck. That's great. No, I don't have everything. I can't lie. But I just need some homies. You know, I had, like I said, I had a recent guest. My homie William S came through just last night. He came through, hit a couple freestyles and shit. He was rapping on some songs. I sometimes I'll put some beats together and shit, and he heard him. He immediately freestyled. It's cool having people like that around, but it's cool having people from all around. You know, just anyone who likes music, everyone who likes it, especially if you participate.
Yeah, and you know what? On the subject, I keep telling people, rock and rap ain't all that different. You have some rock that's just straight up, you have no context to it. You have just random words put together. And, you know, that's okay. You got some rap that's exactly like that. You're just repeating the same thing over and over. But you got some poetic rap and you got some very poetic rock. And a lot of times they're saying the same exact thing, just in a different way with a different beat.
Absolutely, with a different instrument, with a lot of things, it's just expressed differently. It's just
That's
meant to
all it is.
catch a different crowd. You know, same idea, different crowd.
Exactly.
Hell yeah, dude. But if anything, dude, we're all like we all are looking for the same message, and it's a message just to kind of help you just figure out what the fuck's going on because not a lot of us are like sitting around telling each other like teaching our young why are they here or what's their purpose or like why am I going to school or why do I go to this job? But give me a reason to be here. And if most of us are just don't aren't given a reason, we're just thrown into the abyss like all right, what's next? And give us something to love. And if anything, we find our reason to love. And most of it for us, like for me, was always music was always there for me. And I feel like that was always the love that I found that no one ever gave. And I feel like I should find, in a way, find a way to make it back and make it for people who are feeling the same way, you know? And
Yeah,
make it my own way, but yet give the influences that I learned and put them into it in some way without copying them too much, but yet in a way using the influence they gave you. Making it your own way, of course, but I feel like that's the purpose, you know, like people like me, I don't have kids, I don't have a wife, I don't have a girlfriend, I don't have none of that shit. So I feel like so what's my purpose if, you know, if I'm some ugly bastard who can't have kids, who's not really smart, what do I do? Well, I guess I just do things I like, and I found that I like music, and I like video games, and I like talking to friends, and I like tripping on shit and getting out of this world. So it's like I do those things, and I try to find ways to incorporate them and make them interesting for other people as well. And sometimes, like I said, I make beats. I do shit like this podcast where I talk to other people that are like minded and get fucked up and see what kind of ideas we come up with. Or, like, whatever the case, it's like these are the type of things I like to do. And I feel like when I find people like that they're similar minded, I'm like, let's share these ideas. What's on your mind? What do you have going? Do you think like me too? Do you think like that? Do you agree? Even if not, why not? Let's figure this shit out. I don't know. It's just
and that there's a very powerful mentality because a lot of people don't get to that level. A lot of people just stay on the negativity and don't look for a way out. Because I mean, same as you, no kids, no wife. bit of a family, but it's everything's extended. So everybody's like, "Whoa, how come you don't have this? How come you don't have that?" It's like, you look at what I don't have. Look at what I do have. Go around doing pretty much like you said. What if I want to do it, I do it. If if I can, if I can't, I'll try to find a way. But it's just keep moving forward and not being stuck in the negativity of what you don't have, and just trying to reach out to people, you know, even if it helps them a little bit, it helps them. And I believe you said something very bad that a lot of us can agree with. Is that music? It hits your soul. Uh, it helps you connect in a way that nothing else can. So I agree with you very much on that. That's one of the first ways I was able to connect with other people was through music that we both mutually like.
And totally, like I said, I agree with dude. Music, like excuse me, burp, dude. But we all go to concerts. You meet people like that, and it's like all of a sudden you don't have to say a word to them, but you guys just have that mutual agreement that you're there, and it's like we agree to this, we like this. You're my brother, and it just becomes that, and it's crazy. But you're absolutely right.
That's the power of that mosh pit, man.
Yeah, dude. Have you been through a mosh pit and you had people like? Okay, I'll tell you my experience first. You tell me yours next. But going through a mosh pit, I went through this crazy one at that Drowning Pool show, and there's this one crazy hillbilly, just big motherfucker, just like the guy off Recess, that big fucking blonde guy. He
Yeah, I
looked
know exactly what you're talking about.
just like that guy, and he was fucking. He took his shirt off. He was big and sweaty, but he was telling us, "Hey, if you fall, I got you, bro. I got your back." And he was acting real crazy and shit. We're like, whatever. We're chugging beer. I remember I was singing songs in between shows. I was drunk as fuck. But as soon as the mosh pit started, I remember somehow I got mixed in because I was at that just right at the edge of it. And when I fell in, I didn't intend it. And I remember falling on the ground to my knees because I fell because somebody just pushed me in a way that I couldn't catch myself right. So I fell. And immediately that big motherfucker just grabbed me and he just threw me up. And immediately I was like, hell none. Who the fuck pushed me? So I immediately started pushing motherfuckers around me. And I wasn't having that shit. It's like, no, you're not going to push me and get away with it. So I started pushing motherfuckers around me. And but you did it with care. You made sure that motherfucker didn't fall on his head and break it or not. But you pushed him hard enough to make sure, let him know, hey, you fuck with me, you're getting it back. This type of shit you have to show these motherfuckers. But it was just everyone had that mentality of picking each other up if you fell, and I'd like that. And sometimes you got it from the craziest fucker, like the recess guy. Like you get shit like that. You get people caring and they'll pick you up, and I dig that shit. I dig that mentality. But some of those motherfuckers, like, there was this kid who was just a dick. I'll tell the story later, but those are cool fucking groups. You should come in one of these days. I'll tell some crazy stories. I don't want to tell them unless you're here. I want to get some facial expressions and some fucking laughs, and I like admitting funny shit in person because it's funnier to see the expression as as the truth kicks in. Well, I did the la la la, and then it kicks in, and everybody's and they're waiting for it, and then you see, it's awesome. But up all night, dude. Holy shit! On the phone, the homie Hugo, and he's supposed to be at work and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, I gotta get ready to unlock the warehouse and everything, man. So, man, it's been great talking to you. Like I said, we're gonna have to schedule something while I'm in there with you. But
Yeah, dude.
just
Yeah,
gotta work through the schedules, man.
one of these days, you should come through. But I appreciate you coming through, the homie Hugo. I'll probably rant a little bit, but yeah, like I said, man, you hit me up. You got the invitation. You're always welcome. Let's shoot the shit, drink a couple beers. But other than that, dude, drive safe and you have a good day at work, bro.
You too, sis. I'll be seeing you.
All right, dude. Talk to you later, homie.
Talk to you later.
Peace, brother.
Thank you.
Whoa, the homie Hugo. That was fun as fuck. That was cool. It's always fun meeting people or talking, catching people online. Some people don't like to be caught online. Some people are like, they avoid you. It sucks because people think you're losers. Like you're a loser when you're hitting them up. Like, what's up? It's like, in fact, it's just I stay up late. I stay up late and do shit like this. Let's conversate. Let's converse amongst each other and let's share ideas. Maybe we might come through with some type of new perspective that neither one of us understood until we brought it up in person. Anyways, shout out to the homie. Yeah, shout out to the homie Hugo calling in, and shout out to the homie William S for coming through on a crazy random Friday, Saturday night. I'm still here, Mars bullshitting. I'm watching Idiocracy, and it's great. It's funny. I've watched it 6 times now, and plan on watching it another 6 times for no reason. If you haven't seen it, it's a must. Like the guy from the concert. He was very musty. I'm sweating from the mosh pit type musty. Like must. Let me grab the remote. No. No horns today, but let me grab that remote. Yeah. Little horn for happiness. Horn for what up. Horn for are you toking it up type shit. Very much doubt it. Let's start this movie over. Chapter uno. Up all night, folks. I'm having fun. This is show 20. I'm going to do a random just talk. It's been a while since I've done a random. And just going through some random random songs I made. I really actually let me go further back. Deep within year like 2012 or 2011 and see what kind of sounds I was making at that point. If my computer can cope with that. Actually, all right. When you call it out, things happen. Ooh, it feels good to be alive, folks. Did I put that one? I think it might make me a quick Instagram video. Say what up to the motherfuckers that are kicking it live. I think I will. Oh, I did. Up all night, folks. You hear that? Up all night. We're here. Kicking it live. At least it's me. But they have a couple call-ins. Okay, that song didn't work. Try random next song right next to it. That song has elements cut out of it as well. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and go back to the old songs that I. Okay, I'll try one more. Just one more. Nope, it's not going anywhere. It only has claps. I didn't use claps. Do you have the claps? I don't. I'm glad I don't. It only means that no one around me has had the claps and try to give it to me, which is always a good thing. Okay, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go ahead and go back to what I know it's already finished and made, and won't try to cut me out of the mix. And go back to the old reliable source where I have my absolute music. And what is it? 27th. I only have 2 songs. I have. To be honest, I've been playing a lot of RPGs, and sort of reminds me of an RPG. But anyways, I'm gonna randomly. I don't know if I'm willing to talk to people. Actually, I am. I'm just bullshitting. Yeah. Yeah, I stay up pretty late. I should 6. Up all night, guys. It's time for a little YouTube. Let's bullshit and shoot the shit for a bit while we drink a brewski. Who's up for a conversation? Mental masturbation, skeet skeet on your brain. Not thinking shit through. You seem insane. Your mind's off a chain. A lot of randoms up though, right? More real. I mean, it is on the internet. Like no one's really themselves unless you can hear from them. I'm burping. I'm drinking. I don't know what I'm saying at this point. Oh, randomness. 6:30 on. I'm doing this and that, and I can like elaborate on that. Yeah, okay. I'm kind of just sitting here bullshitting now. It's up all night. I think it's time to close this shit out. We've been up too late. We've done 2 shows. Like I said, we had a William S. You should check that out. Number 19 of Up All Night. And we had the homie Hugo call in. Maybe eventually he'll be a guest. And he'll come through and talk some shit. I'm gonna go ahead and ask, nah, I never get a response. I ask people who's up and shit. No one's ever up, but I see you in the fucking chat. You liars. No one's up to talk to me, but everyone's up. That sucks. You guys are cocksuckers. Quit acting fake. Talk to me, you motherfuckers. No, they're not willing to. You phonies. They get off the chat. You're not willing to chat. If you're gonna chat, then chat. I'm gonna say who's up, bitches. Most of you guys are gonna get mad because you know you're bitches. Most of you guys know you're bitches. You're gonna get mad at this comment. But I see you all up. All the bitches are up right now. All the bitches are up, man. Yep. Anyways, I should probably jump off as well. I'm just looking for trouble, that's all. But I'm probably not gonna find it online. I should probably even I'm acting a fool. Anyways, thanks for sticking around. Maybe eventually I have the homie Hugo come through. Until then, I'm just gonna bullshit and drink, and maybe eventually I'll do a new show with the Up All Night. I kind of want to stay up and see any response, but I don't get very many. I must be that boring, but yeah, I guess I'm boring. Everyone avoids it. I'm gonna go eat. Fuck it. I'm through. It's colder than a motherfucker. Breaking news. It's funny. How boring. You know what? I'm gonna complain how boring Fort Worth is. It's like, you motherfuckers. One thing I'm sick of. It's how women, this whole internet thing, has got your heads blown up. Like, you guys, most of you girls are like Ronda Rousey right now. Like, you fucking, you got hyped by the media that you're too fucking hot. You look too good. The media hyped you up. Media meaning Facebook or Instagram, wherever the fuck you post your fucking porno pictures, and like you assume that like you're that fucking amazing, but you are. You are pretty hot, but goddamn, them fucking media hypes you bitches up like Ronda Rousey, where you go in thinking you're fucking like model status hot, and when you actually go side by side with the model, you usually get fucking like domed down by some real fucking model. She throws some hands on you and shows you what a model's like. But even then, models aren't even that fine. Those bitches are too skinny. It's all a joke. I think I'm being when I say what I say. Who's up, dude? Most of you bitches aren't about talking. Let's talk some shit. Actually, no. You know what? I think if I talked, the actual loves it and very admirable. I didn't mean to leave you guys hanging it long. Call it a night. Thanks, guys, for listening, and I'll see you next time. I love you.